Good evening. Hi, it's Brian David Delaney Scar once again with Elegant from the Howard Stern Show, formerly from the Howard Stern Show. And of course, you saw the previous clip. Now we're back on camera and we're going to take it right back down to business because we're going to get this case solved. We're going to help Elegant. Elegant loves America. America loves Elegant. Elegant, how are you? You feeling okay?
I'm feeling much better, Brian David Delaney Star, that I'm here and I am being able to unveil and disclose and reveal this nightmarish saga, which I have classified as a personal holocaust in my life.
Yeah, I realize it's been very, very detrimental for you, and my feelings and the feelings of the fans. I've spoken to many people who are behind you, Elegant, and all of our feelings go out towards you and towards your success in this case.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Elegant, let's get down to business once again. Do you know the rules and the guidelines of the Holiday Inn? Does the Holiday Inn, the Intercontinental Hotel Group, do they actually have a dress code? Because you were incarcerated because of the fact that you were dressed as a woman, like you always do when you're out and about doing your what did you call it? Your high voltage
running.
Exactly, your high voltage running. So I would like to ask you a question: is there a dress code so that these people can have any type of how can I say that they have the advantage and that they actually have a reason to do what they did, to put you in jail, to physically abuse you, and to actually demean and just make this one big Holocaust for you in your life?
Well, it's another great question, and the answer is going to be this here, and I'll make it as succinct and as terse as I can. I happen to know the answer to the question, and I'm not doing this by speculation or by supposition or by guesswork. The reason I'm going to know the answer, first I'm going to do it from the backwards. The reason I know the answer is because while I'm challenging their lawyers and the hotel in this monumental, prodigious litigation, I've already had to request and demand what is called as discovery from the other side. Now, part of the discovery process in this litigation was to demand what the guidelines, bylaws, and rules of regulations are pertaining to people that are dressed in an obtrusive or an ostentatious or flamboyant way.
What did you find out?
So I found out when Robert Klein's office responded to my demand of discovery, he came back and said to me, and I have it in writing if we need it for the next filming that we do subsequently, that there are no laws about dress code, meaning that a person is entitled and allowed to dress, of course, as long as they're not showing their genitalias, as long as a woman is not showing her vagina, or whatever the laws are. As long as it's within the law of the city and the state and the county that you're in, there is positively, absolutely no dress code law in the hotel. You can come in jeans, you can come as a boy, you can come as a girl, you can come as a midget, you can come as any way you want.
Well, there you have it, America. You see, you can come into the Intercontinental Hotel and any of these Holiday Inns, you can dress pretty much as you wish to dress. So there was no reason. Elegant, once again, not guilty. Okay, Elegant, let's go back down to business once again. Okay, are you aware of the Gansamacha, the big boss, the big kahuna, the guy who is the franchise boss of this particular hotel, the Holiday Inn or the Intercontinental Group?
Yes, and I'm glad you used that Yiddish word. It's actually, the Yiddish word is Gansamacha.
Gansamacha. Exactly.
Right, and that is a Yiddish word, and as a matter of fact, I happen to be. First of all, it's a two-part question. This is a franchise hotel. This Holiday Inn at 4333 Collins Avenue in Miami Beach, Florida, is not a corporate hotel. It is a franchise hotel, and it is owned by a man who carries himself in a vigilante style, in a style whereby, like, he wants to kill every minority.
The real Gansamacha,
and his name is Charles Neese.
Okay, Charles Neese. Okay, you have it, America. All right, now, Elegant, once again, let's ask this question. Who are the lawyers? What's the name of the law firm that's defending the Holiday Inn?
Steffens Lynn Klein, and that law firm is highlighted and spearheaded by a lawyer who has shown himself so far to behave himself in an unscrupulous, unethical, unconscionable manner, and I'm talking about Robert Klein. Now, Robert Klein, I've already turned him in to the Florida Bar Association for his lack of ethics, his lack of veracity, and his lack of integrity in this case.
Okay, good. Now, let me ask you another question. This Robert Klein and his gang of lawyers, as they would deem themselves, have these lawyers intentionally delayed this case and kept you from receiving your due?
Yes, they have, and it's much to my chagrin and much to my travail, they certainly have. And the way they have done this is, just for example, case in point, while this case has been going on, this case has been going on for some 15 months right now, and in the 15-month period, tenure of this case, Robert Klein has made to me, and I'll swear under oath, I'll swear to a Bible, I'll swear in God's eyes to it, Robert Klein has tried to intimidate me to the fact that constantly he was going to make a motion to dismiss my indictment, that's a euphemism for summons and complaint, based on that he was going to say to the court that I had no prima facie case and I had no cause of action. Well, check this out. He kept telling the court the same thing that he was telling me. He's going to get Elegant's case dismissed, I have no cause of action, and I have no prima facie case. So, and he pleaded with the court to give him more time so he can research, because he knows he has a lion by the tail, and he's going to get rid of this case, and that's going to be the end of it.
And what did Elegant do?
Well, lo and behold, he was firing blanks, he was firing zero, he was firing bupkis, he was firing spit. He had nothing. So after he exhausted all these many months of the court's time and my time, Robert Klein came in with his tongue hanging out of his mouth saying, oh, well, listen, we're just going to answer it out and we're going to concede that Mr. Offen, meaning Elegant, has a prima facie case, and we're not going to make a motion to dismiss his case because we have nothing on the law to dismiss the case for.
Exactly. So they were not able to sweep your case under the rug. Okay, Elegant. Now, let's ask you another question. There's a rumor that the evidence from this case has been tampered with. Is there any truth to that rumor?
Oh, it is. There's a substantial amount of evidence to this fact and what's going to happen. Robert Klein's office has suggested on numerous different times in the last 30 days, or in the last 45 days, I should say, that they are going to be they're going to be taking a deposition from the Miami Beach Police. And if they can get the Miami Beach Police, they're telling me, can you believe, I mean, it's called in Jewish, the word is chutzpah. Can you believe the nerve, the gall, the chutzpah? They're actually telling me, if they can hear the testimony from the police, that when the police arrived at the hotel, if I was behaving like a lunatic, and if I was behaving like a maniac, then that would take their clients off the hook, because that means that the police themselves had a right to arrest me to protect the public safety. However, that is not right. That is not right. That is not what is on the October 8th, 2008 sworn police affidavit complaint form. That is not what is there. The complaint form simply states in unequivocal, unmistakable, unambiguous, categorical language that the cop locked me up, predicated on the information, predicated on the, again the words, on the erroneous, fallacious, and mendacious information that was given to the police by the Holiday Inn hotel innkeepers.
Okay. Well, you have it. So, Elegant, we understand. I understand, and I'm sure that the public understands that this is fugazi. This is absolutely just something that just shouldn't have been done, and it's been done against you, and of course, you are due. You are due as any American citizen, because, you know, we have the right in this country to do pretty much, as long as we're within the bounds of the law, to go dress as we would prefer to be dressed, you know, and as long as we're acting responsibly, there's nothing wrong with us being in any place or any public place in America. Okay, so now I'd like to ask you one other question. Are you aware of any law from the Holiday Inn or the Intercontinental Hotel Group that they have the right to eject a guest?
You mean to right to eject a guest without, you mean without any rhyme or reason?
Well, I'm trying to say, for example, they have someone that they particularly don't want on their property, on their premises. Is there a law that they have within their boundary
now I
that they,
understand the question.
so that they can eject any guest at any time?
Well, here's the answer. Brian, David Delaney, these are all bona fide, these are all fortified, these are all ratified questions, and you're, again, to repeat the word, you're dead center on these questions, and here it is. The Florida law, because this is where this happened, the Florida statute says under the hotel law, it is simple. It's like A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, a cakewalk, putting a baby in a basket. They are allowed. You see, whatever I say, I'm going to say it the right way. I'm not going to say it the way they
Let's
come
say it
up
right.
with
That's the way it should be.
They are allowed to eject people from their hotel, people that are a danger to the staff, of people that are a danger to their guests, of people that have come in, for example, with a tiger on their arm or with a snake wrapped around their body, somebody that is going to do some destruction to the hotel where they have probable cause that some harm is going to come to the hotel or to the guests of their hotel. Yes, they have that right. Now, what Holiday Inn's lawyers, Robert Klein, is suggesting, getting back to Robert Klein's lawyers, who are unconscionable, again, unethical and unscrupulous in their way of approaching this case, they have tried to convince ELLIOT with a bunch of poppycock, boulder dash, and hogwash, poppycock, boulder dash, and hogwash, poppycock, boulder dash, and hogwash, that they have a right, that the hotel has a right, without any reason. They don't need a reason to eject a guest from a hotel. They need no reason. Now, that's not what the law says. The law simply says that, again, if there is an issue with a guest where a guest is creating a situation where a disturbance where they're going to blow up the hotel,
Exactly.
they have a right to get that guest out of the hotel.